but we're live and in the air.
In the air.
Yeah, we're live in the world today, all over the world,
Oh, okay.
everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, nothing.
Did you plan
Just
the whole thing with the uh eclipse and the aliens?
oh no.
No, you're not gonna do
No,
that.
we're gonna someone um said, well, what if it's cloudy that day?
Oh, that's a good point.
So I don't know if it's still okay to see it. Like I don't know.
Oh
I have to look into
man,
that. I don't want to. I'm definitely not getting I'm not gonna do like an Airbnb. It's just not worth $600 for like 3 minutes of totality. It's not worth it.
yeah, I agree.
So I'll just drive. If it looks like it's gonna be a good day, we might go to Indianapolis. I
I
mean,
just drive down there.
yeah, it's 3 hours, but it's something that's not gonna happen again for another 40 years. So
Is it 40 years or 20 years? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because didn't we just have
I
like a solar eclipse like a couple years
Yeah, a few
back?
years ago. Yep.
Wow. But this is like a total solar eclipse, right? The other was like a partial.
No, the other one was total too, depending on
Oh, it
where it
was.
depends on where you're at.
Oh, that's true. I guess yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
Like we
sense.
were partial, but like Carbondale was total. Like if you
Ah,
were in Carbondale, that's where that's the place to be. And
Carbondale
it's going through
was
Carbondale
total.
again. So they
Nice.
get two total solar eclipses. I think they're in the path, Carbondale again. So,
Ah,
oh my
okay.
God, I almost
That's
made
kind of
that.
cool though.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we did the one here because I was working at the place I'm at now, and there was like one of the like some it was one of the bookstores near me that was selling those like goggle things that you could wear, to actually look at the eclipse.
What the hell is a bookstore?
Like it was like a secondhand store, like a secondhand
No, I'm just
bookstore.
kidding. I know, like books are gonna,
Yeah,
people are gonna listen to this. People are gonna listen to
yeah,
this.
yeah. Like
But in like 100
what is
years
it?
ago,
A book?
they'll be like, "What's a bookstore?
A
What are
bookstore is a
books?"
place you could go to buy books.
And actually, before they can ask a question, the AI will shut the computer off.
Yeah, I'd be like, you
You
don't
won't
even know
know
what a
about
bookstore
this.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were selling those little like cardboard, the goggle things with the lens that you could watch the eclipse with. And
Yeah.
I bought like four of them or whatever for the family, and I don't know, it was only like a couple bucks a piece, but I still got them around here somewhere.
Oh, get them ready.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man,
I'm just, I was just angry about gas prices. I've seen the last couple of days have gone up. Like the
have
last
they?
couple of weeks. Yeah,
Oh,
they were at like $3, and now all of a sudden it's at 3.89.
dang it!
What the
It's
hell?
an election year,
I-
man. Somebody's gonna use it to
No, they were
win the
going
election.
down. I thought that was the thing. People were like, "Ah, he's the president who controls gas prices apparently is
Yeah.
making them
How's
go
that work?
down because it's an election year and he wants people's votes." And now I'm looking at it's like 3.89. I'm like, "What the hell?"
He can control the gas prices, right?
Yeah, and the weather.
That's right. The weather with his space lasers is his direct
And he
energy
can shoot
weapon.
lasers, right? Is that what do is?
Mhm.
What is do?
Yeah, direct energy weapons.
Oh,
So it's
oh,
it's actually it's actually a thing. Like the military's been trying to do, lasers and stuff, but
oh
people are
yeah,
now
I've seen it.
claiming, people are now claiming that like they have satellites that do that, and that's what they started the fires in Hawaii, and they started the Canada forest fires, and they started the fires in Texas with them, and I'm like, come on, like really? It's a funny little conspiracy thing I sometimes laugh about, but it's like I don't know, if they had something like that, why would they use it on their own people?
Right,
Unless,
and we already have a history of wildfires, so it's not like there's
well,
not a
yeah,
precedent.
it's like warm and dry. Then yeah, and you got idiots that blow up fireworks for their stupid gender reveal parties.
Oh,
Whatever, people are idiots. Yeah, how are they going to do gender reveals now? Like, you got to add like all these rainbow colors. It's no longer just blue and pink.
Oh, yeah. A
It's good.
gender rainbow.
A non-binary reveal.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
dang it. I don't know. Where's Eric? Eric's putting the kids to bed. Putting himself to bed, whatever.
My Robinhood stock is not increasing, not going up at the
What?
rate I need it to.
Oh, you want
If
it
I
to
want
go up
to
like crazy
retire in,
fast? Yeah.
I want to retire in a year. Can we make that
In one
happen?
year, you just want to retire?
That's my financial plan. You know, you see the commercials with financial planners. I would
Oh
go in and
my
be like, I need to
god.
retire in a year. Do you have any stocks? Yeah, I have one.
That's funny. I've won.
Oh, can we look at it? Yeah, you see it, the graph, it kind of looks like my pulse. And
And
my
then it just
general,
drops off.
my my zest for life can be described by this graph.
Oh, that's sad. That's so
It
sad.
was doing really well. It had some good. No, it's
Yeah,
still up. It's
I
still up, but it's not
I don't yeah, I don't like I got to look at how to tweak that cuz I think like you're seeing the
slightly.
overall value, excuse me, value, like you could show based on your buy-in price what whether it's up or down too. So like if you set like your buy-in was
Oh,
like 70 cents, you'd basically be trending upward because it's like 73 cents or whatever it is.
yeah, I can do that. I mean, I can change it to like total return. So right now I have a return of $4.95. So
Hey, you're ahead, man.
yeah, I can get like,
A gallon of gas and then
can I
some.
get like a taco? Oh,
I don't know. Can you get anything for $5 anymore?
yeah. Doesn't Taco Bell have the $5 box?
Oh, do they? Yeah, they may. You get well. You certainly couldn't go to Wendy's because they're going to do their surge pricing now.
You say
Unless you,
surge pricing?
yeah, that's you didn't hear. I wanted to talk about that, but I don't know. Eric's not here yet. Yeah, their Wendy's is trying to do some like surge pricing, and I think I I don't understand this because they said it's like so it's going to fluctuate during like Uber does during the like certain times of the day, but they're saying it's never going to get more expensive during like peak times. It's only going to get less so that like during off hours, like in the morning or like late afternoon when nobody's like, eating lunch or dinner, they could lower their pricing and like poor people basically could go get Wendy's. I don't know. I apparently that's a thing. I have no idea. Doesn't seem like it
They'll
would
have
make
to
any
play it out
sense.
and see what happens. I don't know if lowering your prices, if they're trying to encourage more purchases during that time frame. I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, I guess if they're lowering it but they're still making a profit, good on them. Because then it makes
Yeah.
it more accessible to people who like normally can't afford it. But I mean, like, what are we talking about? Because like, Wendy's like a chicken sandwich is like $5 anyway. I mean, like, if you're that poor that you can't spend $5 on a sandwich, what are you gonna buy a $3 sandwich or like, like is it really that much of a difference to somebody who's that poor?
Oh, we should check Wendy's stock. Let's look.
Oh yeah.
Because that kind of
So
public
they're at
statement
yeah
would.
they're at $18, down 9 cents today.
Oh, they're getting crushed. I actually have no idea.
Well, it looks
Oh, they're down.
yeah they're 5 days
They're
down.
only up 80 cents over the history of time. So
I
they
don't
don't
know.
really move.
Yeah.
Wendy's is just Wendy's. But that even if they lower the prices, sorry, COVID. I'm just kidding.
COVID.
Um, it's still you're still serving processed food
Right.
that doesn't have the nutritional value
It's got
that
microplastics.
are better for a person.
Well, but I mean, like, does any fast food place do that? Like, you're like, oh, I go get a salad at Wendy's. Well, is that
Well,
salad dressing like fat free or sodium free or whatever? Like, I would think if you go and you buy the ingredients to make your own salad, it would be a heck of a lot healthier than the shit you'd get at Wendy's.
right. Well, that I mean, it goes back to what we value. Like, or do we just say, well, this is the way it is, or do we say, well, we can be better?
I think it depends who you ask, because you ask people like you and I,
I'm
and we
asking
could,
you.
yeah, well, so we
I'm
could
just
say,
kidding.
well, no, like seriously, we would say we could be better. But you go ask the CEO of Wendy's, who's got to make a profit for his board members and trustees, he's going to tell you, you know, we need to sell the most for the highest amount of price or whatever. I mean, it's
Right. Yeah, it's a scam. Slowly poisoning us to make money. What was that
nice.
ingredient? Let's
Uh,
see if I can find it.
was that
Find the
the one that put in all the Chinese food?
No, the
Oh,
ingredient in herbicides that makes frogs hermaphrodites.
oh yeah, Alex Jones said you're turning the frogs gay. That's right. Is that the thing that caused cancer with Roundup or whatever it is?
Right. I read a book about that guy, about that, not that guy. Oh, here we go. Atrazine. You're welcome. So, in case you're looking for a good read,
Checking a link here.
most commonly detected pesticide contaminant of ground, surface, and drinking water.
Induces complete feminization and chemical castration in male African clawed frogs.
Yeah, but so if that's,
Wow.
that's in our supply, right, over generations, because, we're not small like frogs, changes our DNA.
Right. Well,
And
yeah.
and what do you see on Facebook and Twitter and all the social media now, huh?
Oh God.
What
People
do
who
we
I
see?
people who hey, there he is.
Yeah.
People who
What are we seeing?
identify as gay male African clawed frog.
I just saw that. I remember reading something
I mean,
that
that's what we
Patty
can
Melt
see, right?
sent. Patty Melt sent something that the water was turning, like there was scientific evidence that water was turning people um
What?
not not hermaphrodites, but kind of along the lines of the water's turning the frogs gay.
Oh my God.
Like there's actual scientific evidence. I'll have to see if I can find it.
Well,
This was
don't
this was a while ago.
aren't there ties that like the chlorination and like the fluoride that they put in water like has detrimental effects to people's like health and
Well,
like
fluoride's and
mental.
yeah, fluoride's a neurotoxin.
Yeah,
So I
like
mean,
and like
it's
I remember like growing up like, oh, you got to do fluoride treatment. And then it's like, oh, there's fluoride in our water. And now like, 40 years later, oh, it's bad. Don't do it. Like, well, a little bit late for that, isn't it?
it's like they gave like our parents like what is that DDT or whatever it was.
Yeah,
It's not like
Dan and I went to school with a guy who was a thalidomide baby.
a witch.
The thalidomide. It was the stuff that they were giving the parents, the mothers, who were pregnant to curb the morning sickness, and then they found out it caused all these like birth defects.
We did?
Yeah, that guy Ed. Remember the guy Ed with the short hand?
Oh, no
Excuse me.
way.
Yeah, he told me once. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a thalidomide baby." I'm like, "No shit!" Like I didn't think that was a
Well,
thing.
that was high school. Was that real or was he just saying things?
I don't know. I mean, I would have believed it because that's one of the side effects.
Oh, God.
Did I
That's
drop
like
out?
No, I hear you. I hear you. That's like what all the Agent Orange they said then caused all those problems to the GIs when they were dropping it in Nam. All the freaking guys that got weird side effects from it. It's like Christ.
Oh, there we go. I heard you. I heard you.
I hear you. How do I hear you?
So, I apologize early on for hacking. It's the fact that we went from 74 to 18
Yeah, that too.
is taking my allergies and beating the shit out of me is what it's
I
doing right
I'm
now.
still
So
fighting this damn cough sinus thing for like the last 2 weeks, and the grandson got over it. The daughter got it. I think she was when she was at her boyfriend's. The wife
yeah,
hasn't gotten it yet, thank God.
there's like four different things rolling around the school right now, and
Yeah,
I work in an elementary school, so it's like a freaking petri dish.
yeah, that's the big problem. I
So
think. We go to those basketball games, and all freaking time, day long, you're with the kids, and God knows what they got. And then at the end of the game, you got to high five the other team. God knows what they got. You're shaking the coach's hands.
oh, excuse me, sorry about that. I meant to hit my
Uh,
mute button when I hacked, but I'm dying.
well,
Like
Dan
Claritin.
said Dan said he's sick or whatever. I think didn't he? I don't
Uh,
know. My
yeah,
dad's
like
got my
No,
dad's got he
no, I
got
think
COVID.
I think it's just allergies for me.
Well, the pollen count was like crazy high. Eric, you said that right? I think it's like
well,
because
I
all
think
the like all this crap thought like I got tulips and crap that are coming up. It's
yeah,
first day of March. They're gonna die in a week because it's gonna be like below 30.
pressure. How's the pressure? 30 in inches of water column. Yeah, it's not too bad. Humidity, visibility, precipitation, wind. I'm surprised they don't give conditions. I'm surprised they don't give like a pollen allergy count on this what's it called? This app.
What the forecast?
Hmm. I wonder if what the forecast does. Does it do that?
No, I think they just give you the weird forecast.
Where's my what the
I
forecast?
go to the Wonderground, the Weather Underground. They
Don't
got
like the
really
freaking
accurate
weather?
maps
Try the
too.
news. I'm sure it's way better. No pollen count. Although it's nice outside.
I don't know. It was like in the 30s here. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be like 60 something, and they're talking like 74 on Sunday.
My thing shows 68 because I think we're going down to my folks. So, well, my mom's
Yeah,
and
tomorrow I think it's gonna be like in the 60s.
59 for my mom's, so 69 on Sunday. So that'll be nice.
Nice,
And we're just
69.
gonna be a couple degrees colder. I'm dying over here. So,
Yeah, no,
oh, I got a few things. What
we
did
were
my wife
talking
say?
about the surge pricing with Wendy's and how that if that would affect anything. And then that got Dan talking about like all the processed food and crap, and then the
I
shit that turns the frogs gay.
I was reading something. I didn't finish reading it, so I can't give you a full synopsis of it, but I mean, it's not like you need a PhD or probably even to read much into it. But the headlines of it was 32 processed foods linked to different diseases,
I wouldn't doubt it.
and no shit, I could have told you that. It's processed food. Like Patty Melt has
Chemicals and
been exactly. Patty Melt started making her own bread, and like I could sit there and make sandwiches at
yeah,
lunch and have like 8 sandwiches and like just completely wreck the loaf. Excuse me. I had like 2 or 3 pieces of her bread and I actually felt full. You know,
yeah,
there's only like 4 ingredients in her bread. Well, maybe 5 if you really include water, but it's just like flour, salt, yeast, and something else. I forget what it is. I don't make it, so I don't really know exactly. But there's only like
yeah.
a handful of ingredients in there. And then you look at like Wonder Bread, or I do a lot of the low carb like tortillas and breads and stuff like that. And look at all the chemicals and shit in there.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not afraid of carbs, but I mean, when you're eating a loaf of bread, I mean, you probably should pay attention a little bit. But um, I feel full when I eat like one or two slices of her bread, and her bread is, warm. Oh, it's even cold. It's so good. It's so good homemade bread.
Yup.
So, and I think maybe an egg.
Just one egg.
I
That's
don't.
it.
Well, that's all we got right now with Betty. Processing just opened.
Oh, that's right. You
Excuse
haven't.
me.
The others haven't started laying eggs yet, right?
No, but they're growing quick. I don't remember, the first four or these two growing as fast.
Huh.
So, and they're supposed to be sexed. So when they say they're sexed chicks, they're supposed to be all one. They're supposed to be all female.
Ah, okay.
So
So they won't like try and mate.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when they get a little bigger.
Well,
If one or
Dan,
two.
you're making your own bread. No, you said you were making your own vanilla. Is that what it was?
We're doing that now, yeah. Yeah. We have vodka and
I think Dan was saying he was going to do that too.
cinnamon. I think that's what we used. I think you can use bourbon too, but I think Patty
We
Melt
talk
decided
about
vodka.
it,
You
but we
gotta let
haven't
it
done
sit
it.
for like a year.
Yeah. Yep.
It's wild.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know that I'd have a place to put it for a year because I'd either forget that it's there,
Or
or
drink
I'd
it.
like or I'd like break it and like like I'd have a mess and forget like not know where it is.
Well, we have it in a mason jar sitting in our cabinet.
Yeah, just like
So
tucked in a corner.
yeah. So next year, next January. I think we started it in January.
Nice.
Maybe February. I don't remember.
Did you do that mouth tape stuff that you were trying to? You were gonna see if it worked.
I started, but then Scarlett got a cold, and so the girls slept with us for probably like a good week. Since
Ah,
since the 3-year-old decides to spike fevers really high.
yeah.
Um, I mean, she only hit 102 this time, which I mean,
Only.
only 102, but considering she can pop 107 like that, we kept them down with us, and I would start the night with it on, and I would just take the KT tape, the kinesiology tape, and just kind of do this, and ripping it off sucked
Yeah, I was
because,
saying because
well,
it sticks to the air, right?
it sticks to the beard. Um, and I think I'm if I got 2 hours of sleep with one on, I'd be surprised. But then, they'd wake up or they'd be down here and I'd be on the couch.
Yeah.
And then they'd wake up and want to come snuggle with me. And, we're like, it's kind of weird to have your dad's mouth taped like he's a hostage. So,
I
excuse me.
did some googling and I this is weird because like so there's this thing called hostage tape.
Yes.
Yeah, and they want
Which is the KT tape.
$25 for 30 pieces.
Yeah.
But it's like pre-cut or something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like it
2 inch
looks like
strips.
yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a little piece you just
Hmm.
put over your mouth. But yeah, it's weird that like apparently
Apparently, it's real good.
but like everybody says that like yeah, you could use um the KT tape. There's actually uh like a dental tape that I guess they use normally. You can use those. Amazon's got some stuff now that they sell that's like their brand, it's like apparently everybody jumped on that bandwagon. Like I don't know, I never really heard of it.
Well, it's supposed to be good because you're creating a positive pressure. Like it's basically like a poor man's like CPAP. Um, so you're kind of keeping your mouth shut and you're breathing through your nose.
Okay.
So, and I read one thing. I don't think it's uh, really studied or not sure, but supposedly ooh, I gotta get rid of that. Bad breath at night. You wake up with morning breath. Supposedly it eliminates
Oh,
that. or helps your teeth, you know, I think regrow or something. Like there's something dental wise with it too.
Huh.
But you know, if you want to try it and you don't want to spend $30 for like 30 pieces and you have kinesiology tape, just go to Target, get their kinesiology tape. It's in a different spot. It's in their health and beauty section. And it's even cheaper than KT tape because the KT tape they have in their like their little workout area.
Yeah, it's like their
They
brand. Yeah.
their brand, and I think they have it up there too, and like their, you know, the vitamins and all that. But they have
Oh, you want
their
the
brand.
up and up brand, right?
Yeah, up and up, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like $5 for a roll, and it's the same stuff that KT tape makes. Actually, I think it's better than the stuff that
So
KT tape makes.
they've got pink pre-cut 2 inch by
It's
10
like
inch.
$5. It's like
Yeah.
$5 for a big roll. And you just
Yeah.
take scissors and cut it.
Can
Huh.
we
So
can we reverse it really quick? I think I missed the whole conversation. What is this philosophy? You tape your mouth shut
And then you
and
sleep or something, and you cut
and
like
you
a
go
little
to sleep.
hole.
like tape your mouth, like literally tape your mouth
Yeah.
shut.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take the
And what
tape
do you
and
buy
you
from?
just
If you have kinesiology tape, what do you need from Target?
the kinesiology tape.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You go there to
And
get the kinesiology tape.
and are you telling? Did I hear that you can grow new teeth?
It
Because that's
supposedly
what I
helps.
heard.
It supposedly helps. I don't remember if it was uh uh like not molars, cavities, stuff like that. They say that. They also say it helps, like I said, with morning breath, but it's supposed to help stop snoring so you get a full, good, actual night's rest.
Oh, they're saying it stops teeth grinding
Hmm.
Oh,
because you're
Okay.
basically your mouth is closed. Yeah.
Yeah, your mouth is closed. And the KT
Huh.
tape, it
well,
it has, you
like
know,
you
it's mesh, so you can still breathe through it if you need to breathe through your mouth.
Well, the guy I
you
saw that
can.
talked about it was he said to put it over your mouth, but
Yes.
like leave your mouth open a little bit, and then you cut like a little slip there, so you still get some airflow across your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
but like you're not getting the full thing to where you get the dry mouth or the snoring or whatever, because again it forces you to breathe out your nose more, which I guess.
Well, that's
But
how
like I
you
can move
in
my
through your
jaw
nose, out
around.
through your mouth. In through your
I
nose,
can move.
out through your mouth.
I can move my jaw around with my mouth closed. I don't see how that helps with teeth grinding.
I don't know. I have
And
no
didn't
idea.
Kanye West do a whole rap song with his mouth closed?
Did he really? The mumble rap?
Yeah.
Oh God, I was at the gym the other night, last night,
Oh God,
and the
Kanye
dude
was
was
there? Holy
no,
crap.
no, that would have
You
been kind of
saw
neat.
Yeezy at the gym?
Yeah, he was handing out free Yeezys.
And doesn't he wear one of those masks? Maybe he's doing
Oh,
it.
that's right. He had he had a full head of face mask on, right? He was like a
No, wasn't it?
jihadist, wasn't he?
Yeah, wasn't it like a gas mask versus
Like a
like
no, it was a
the
ninja mask. He's Kanye the ninja, dude. Bruce fucking Lee
okay.
over there.
I actually started watching the thing on Bruce Lee today, but I was really busy at work, so no, it is what it is. But
Yeah. So what'd you do at the gym with Kanye? Were you working out?
no, well, yeah, I was working out, but this dude kept putting on like mumble rap, and I'm like,
Oh God.
what is this trash? I'm like, I can't even understand what this dude is saying because he's just talking like mumble. What? We went from like Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Tupac, Biggie to Tekashi 6ix9ine, Drake. Can we go back? Because we
Yeah.
fucked up.
Well, 6ix9ine's not a mumble rapper, is he?
I don't know, but the new rap sucks. Like absolutely junk. It is what it is.
Little Pump or Takashi 6ix9ine? Oh, I guess so.
Ooh, excuse me. Um, oh, I had a "my wife is so white" uh comment for this, but I forgot what it was, so I can't say that.
Hey, did you see My daughter was telling me, and I looked it up. Some lady, like she was in her house, and her shit like a bullet came into her house and hit her Stanley Cup, and saved her.
Really?
Yeah, so it does stop bullets, Eric. There's your answer.
I want to take it to, someone's range
I'm
and
telling you,
take a variety of calibers and just start popping it.
take it down range and see.
Get like 5 or 6 and just, 22, 9, 45, 5.7, maybe like a 5.6 or something, and
Yeah, here.
go from there.
Ohio woman claimed her Stanley tumbler saved her life after allegedly stopped a bullet. A 22-year-old Rachel of Steubenville, Ohio, posted a TikTok in which she claimed Stanley Cup stopped a stray bullet flew through her house.
Well, hey, whatever. I
I
read
mean,
something where in the
never
iPhone a
mind
couple
that
years
like
ago.
the house probably didn't slow the bullet down.
Um, no, but depending how far like drywall and stuff like that probably did help.
Yeah.
So
POV, my Stanley Cup saves my life when there's a shot out in front of my house.
yeah, like at school we're looking at some of our windows need that like tear resistant, the resistant film
Oh yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
it. And I was reading, and they showed one where dude was shooting a shotgun. Now I don't talk about firearms at school really, because well, that's not really the place for it. And I'm sure most of the people there aren't too fond of them, anyways. So I just don't talk about it. It's not
Sure.
makes no difference to me. So we're watching videos, and this one guy was shooting a shotgun. I don't know, they'd be like 3 feet into the pane of glass. He's shooting a 9, and he shot something else, and he's shooting a shotgun. And I'm like, well, what is this dude shooting in his shotgun? Does he have buckshot? Does he have birdshot? Is he
Yeah.
shooting slugs?
Slugs, yeah.
Because all three of those have different ballistic Now I kind of went a little deep on them. I'm like, all three of those have different ballistic capabilities. So I'm like, what's he shooting? And you're shooting only 3 feet away, so your round is not really
It's not up
like
to
getting up.
speed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not up to speed. It's not the kinetic energy isn't really going to be there, 3 feet in front of it.
Plus, it also
I mean, don't
depends
get me
on what
wrong, a
kind
big
of.
slug is gonna.
Well, but it also depends on what kind of load was used, because you could have, less powerful slug that's, maybe it's only like 100 grain round, and you got one that's like a 200 grain round, or whatever the hell it is.
Or you can go from like a mini shell or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like a 3-inch Magnum. I mean, 2 3/4 slug. I mean, what are
I
they
mean,
shooting?
my guess is if it's somebody who's like, oh, I went into Walmart. Well, you can't even do it anymore because I guess they don't sell ammo at Walmart, right?
I think some still do,
Some
but
still do.
I think it's hit
Yeah.
or miss.
I mean, you can like just walk in and be like, I want to buy a box of shotgun shells. That's like you're typically like just your like double aught buck, right?
Yeah,
Or
probably. They probably
maybe
sell
like bird
slugs
shot
too.
or something. Yeah.
I used to when I went to Myers when I lived in Grays Lake. Every once in a while, I'd throw a box of 5, you know, in there. I would just grab it off the shelf. They had like handgun and rifle rounds behind glass, but shotgun stuff. I just grab a box of 5, put it in my cart, and move
Nice.
along. So I mean
Honey,
they were
I'm
only $5.
honey, I'm going to the Meijer. Should I pick up some lunch meat with my shotgun shells?
Hell yeah. And then another video where I'm in this building and grounds association, like a maintenance association, and they sent a video where a guy shot a 9.45, and then the guy's like, yeah, and an FN 5.7. I'm like,
It's a pistol, right?
5.7s, yeah, the FN five seven.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a really small like 5.56 or 2.23 round.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a neat round, but
Yeah.
I'm like ballistically, the 9 is more is better than the five
Well,
seven. I'm like, so that's
it's
kind of
got more
stupid.
kinetic energy because it's a bigger round.
Yeah, I mean, the only
Yeah.
thing the 5.7's got is speed. So
Yeah,
I'm
I mean
like,
it
it's
may have
not.
penetrating power, but that's about it.
Mhm. Now standard loads, something you could just go
Yeah.
to Fleet Farm and pick a box up. I'm sure there's other, like
I don't know.
green
Maybe
tips.
maybe that's the weird part about growing up and like living out here in suburbia. Like I go to all these stores, well, with the exception of Farm and Fleets out here, but
Same difference.
I've been to the one there. They don't sell ammo by the one by me. Like I
But
don't like.
Farm and Fleet?
Yeah, I've never seen it when
Yeah,
I've
they
been
should.
there.
Yeah, they should.
Now maybe it's
Well,
because
maybe not now.
it's in Joliet, and
Well, you think Joliet they would, but maybe not
maybe,
now. But
yeah.
because I
But
was at
like the Dicks, they pulled all their crap out. They still got their archery stuff.
Dick's. Dick's got out of
Yeah,
ammo.
like that was like
Probably like 5
10,
years
yeah,
ago,
5,
10
10
years
years
ago.
ago.
So,
Yeah, it was a long time
and
ago.
Dick's was always more expensive, anyways.
Like the
So
Walmart by me, they sell. I've seen a lot of. They got the pellet rifles, the 22 pellets,
hmm
and then they have 22 long rifle. I've seen those.
22 is so much fun.
Because they got the what is it, that little like bolt action 22, what is it, the Ruger, I
Yeah,
think.
Ruger 1022.
Yeah, that's
That thing is
actually,
so much fun.
that's a nice little gun.
Yeah, it's a neat little rifle. Yeah, it's a great starter. I was thinking about getting one of those for the girls. Get like
And
a little pink one.
that's the ones
When
that
they get older,
you could buy them without a Foyd, right? Because
Mhm,
they're Target or whatever it is, or
mhm. And 22, like a Ruger 1022 or a 22 long rifle or 22 Magnum, anything. I think any if it's not black powder or pellet, you need a
okay,
Floyd.
gotcha.
So, well, you need a Floyd. I just go to the
Well, yeah,
store.
that's true. That's the other problem. Is it depends which communist state you're in.
Yeah, I just go to the store, and grab it off the shelf and walk up. But I'm sure most of the guys know me at the counter anyways. So there was one point we were walking past and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm here too much. How you doing? I should get a part-time job."
selling ammo and guns at S Smart. Shop Smart. Shop S Smart. You got
Yeah, it'd be
that?
fun. Oh god, yeah, the cobalt blue. He had a Remington 870, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, cobalt blue steel, walnut stock.
Retails for about 109.95. Hell yeah, that was fun.
Nice, nice.
But
What about
yeah, that's-
the Kellogg's guy wants us all to eat cereal for dinner? Now,
cereal is piss poor for you. We'll
I
start that right
I
there.
don't know about
This
you.
this heart
I don't know
health
about you,
crap.
but I've had cereal for dinner. Maybe
Oh
maybe
yeah.
because I'm 47 years old. I think I'm still a child. But you give me a good old bowl of apple cinnamon Cheerios, dude. I will devour that box like in
Oh
one
yeah.
sitting.
Just regular Cheerios. I mean, don't get me wrong.
No,
I
no, no. I
love them.
gotta
I
I
love
gotta
it.
have the sweet like candy sugary stuff, man.
Hold
Mm-mm.
on. Can we back
What?
up?
Yep, back that ass
Like,
up.
so people are putting tape over their mouth and going to bed, and
Yeah.
then they're waking up
Wait a
and
minute, wait a minute.
taking the
You're
tape.
just like you're still on that.
Hold on, hold on.
Yes,
People,
yes, yes.
wait. People are,
Yeah.
and they're waking up. They're taking the tape off, and
Mm-hmm.
are they putting it on the dresser and then reusing that tape later on
No,
at
no.
night
I
when they go
think
back to bed?
No,
it's
no,
like
no,
new
no, no,
pieces.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like new
it's a new
what?
piece.
It's
A new
new,
piece.
like a new piece. So you can buy, it's this one that's called hostage tape, and it's a pack of like 30 strips, and they actually look like either like the breathe right kind of strips or like just band-aids that basically are just big band-aids you put over your mouth, and you just do one a night. So it's
Mhm.
like a month worth of tape, for your face.
This sounds like they're preparing us for hostage situations or all to be the GIMP.
The
Like,
camp, yes.
what is,
I'm
who
gonna.
is there medical literature supporting this?
Apparently, they say there's like, I mean,
They
Oh
medical,
say
my
it
as in
takes
goodness.
like I've seen like
I will not. I'm not gonna put
doctors,
tape on my face and cut a slit so I can like a whole no.
yeah,
they
like a
say
It
gimp.
just
after
it
2 weeks.
sounds like the GIMP.
It takes 2 weeks for it to uh uh like take kind of effect for you to feel the effects because you're getting if you are a snorer you're getting restful sleep. You know what I mean? You're not snoring, stopping breathing, stopping REM. you're actually getting into a regenerative sleep. So I was gonna try it.
I mean, I don't know. Like there, I just put in chat. You know, for $20, you just buy that and wear that
Just
every
get
night.
the
Like think about that. So you're wearing that thing, right? And somebody breaks into your house, and you wake up and you greet them wearing that, holding a gun.
no, you have
I'm
to hold
saying, like,
you have to hold a big old
A
dildo.
whip,
Yeah.
isn't that what
handcuffs.
Kanye wears?
Yeah, right. That's so. Maybe he was right all along. Maybe we've all been clowning on Kanye, and this guy's had like the genius idea for decades.
I'm
I
not.
mean,
Kanye was right.
No.
Don't ever. I don't want to say that.
Hashtag Kanye was right.
There you go. Yep. Hashtag Kanye was right.
Yeah, like what if I go to bed early and I put the GIMP tape on,
mhm.
and then like my kids have friends over or something, or Katie's got a wine tasting over, and I
You
get to go
come
to the bathroom or
downstairs.
something, and I'm coming out with what? They're gonna be like, what's his OnlyFans link,
Yeah.
right? Like,
What
no.
you got to do is you got to shuffle around the house and like put like tape on your duct tape your hands together.
This
Yeah,
doesn't work for me.
you gotta
This doesn't
get
work for me.
Fall down on
And
the
then
floor and start
also,
flopping around like a fish.
and then in the same vein as the processed food making people
Turn into gay
well,
frogs.
I don't know what the word is, non-binary.
Non-binary
It
frogs.
didn't Cheerios, didn't they just have a problem where they were putting something in their food that
Everybody's putting
made
something in their food.
no, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, pesticide was
Pesticide.
reproductive issues caused, I guess, in Cheerios.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like Roundup. Yeah.
Isn't
Put your
there
Roundup in
isn't
your
there
cereals.
so I was shocked when I read that article. I think so they said it's basically it's the whole chain. So it starts with the farmer growing the grain that's made for the Cheerios. That's where the pesticide comes from, right? But that either tells me that they're not cleaning it properly or enough, or that
They're
shit lingers around a lot longer than we thought. Because if it's
probably
going through
lingers.
all this process where you take the grain and you're making whatever the hell they make to make Cheerios, and then baking it or frying it or however Cheerios are made, and that shit's still lingering in there, like
Mhm.
that's I don't
They're
know,
probably
man.
sitting in our soil and kind of going
Well,
through the
that's the
plant.
thing
Yeah.
is they said they traced it back to like the farmers that grow the grain that's used to make the dough or whatever the hell they make for the cereal itself.
Yeah, because they want the cheapest shit possible.
Yep, yep.
So it doesn't matter, so no, yeah.
But
It's
also, I mean, what bothers the hell out of me is like when you look it up,
I
like
still eat the shit out of a bowl of Cheerios.
they don't tell you this on like the box of food or the box of
Mm-mm.
Cheerios or the bag of bread, but the FDA has certain levels of allowance of
Mhm.
pesticides, rat droppings and bugs in your food
Mhm.
that they consider safe. It's
Yes.
like, oh, come on, I don't want to know that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Let me just put
no.
tape over my face and drink the Soylent.
The amount of yeah, right. The amount of shit that has to be removed from foods here to be sold, say like the UK,
Oh
is
God, yeah,
unreal.
yeah. You look at requirements for like other countries
Hmm.
compared to what we let people get away with. Jesus Christ, man.
It's all about the Benjamins.
I also thought I heard there's some country. Is it Scotland?
But that's
Somewhere
showbiz.
somewhere they don't allow non FDA reviewed or whatever their equivalent is, like vitamins. Like how you can buy vitamins that say they're not reviewed or not endorsed by
Yeah.
like they don't even allow that. Like it has to go through a governing body for efficacy and if it works and just to make sure you're not buying snake oil.
Well,
So
you can
like
thank
they don't have all these supplements. They don't have all this shit that you can buy at a GNC because
what
if it's like
senator was
not
that?
if it's not sold or checked by anybody, they're like, we don't allow it to go to market. And I mean, I
Well,
can see the good and bad for that, but you know,
yeah, there was a senator. I forget which senator. It was from Utah, if I recall correctly. Kind of changed that. Like the supplement industry at like GNC,
yeah,
you could get a whole bunch of rice powder, get some, creatine, and put it together, sell it, and you now sell, creatine,
supplement.
and it might not do exactly what you say it will, but you could also say that, everybody's physiology is different. So then
Yeah,
you get around that supplement not working.
yep.
They
Or
don't have to prove
these
that this
claims have not
supplement
been
works.
these claims have
Hmm.
not been reviewed by Food and Drug Administration. They're not endorsed by anybody. You know,
Yeah,
it's
and
basically
now don't get me wrong. Early 2000s, the supplements at like GNC and the Vitamin Shop were actually worth the shit.
yeah.
Problem is, they started making pro hormones, which is a precursor to like steroids and testosterone stuff like that. They
Ah,
made pro hormones illegal, um, so now all those supplements don't really do what they say they will.
gotcha,
So,
gotcha.
which kind of sucks because they used to have um, Haladrol, which is just a pro hormone. They were called steel crushers, so they were like a little throat lozenge, and they were 5 milligrams of Haladrol, and you would just pop those all the time.
Wow,
Take a normal dose, or a little under, and then you just pop Haladrol like throughout the gym. You go to the gym, you just pop that, and you get your pro hormone. Not that I
nice. Sorry, I'm looking at my
did
my
that.
phone here to
Not,
see.
not that I did that ever.
Not that you've ever done that, right, Eric?
I did do that. I did Anavar, and I've done a couple of SARMs. So
Okay, well that's all right.
two SARMs. I did Ostarine, which didn't do jack for me, but the LGD 4033, the Ligandrol, that was good. That was a good one. So
Yeah,
it gave you the effects of like the gains of steroids, but none of the side effects really. So
none of the backlash like the tiny penis.
well, the tiny testicles when you're on like steroids and stuff like
But
that.
that's guys who like overdo it, right?
No, 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 no. Even when you're on it, it's because your body's not producing it naturally, so things shrink. But once you get off your cycle and do your post-cycle therapy and stuff like that to kind of kickstart your body back into it, they should go back.
Gotcha.
In roid rage, um, if you're an asshole before steroids, there's about a 5% chance of roid rage. If you're an asshole before you take steroids, you're going to be an asshole plus some on steroids. You're not just going to rage out because you're on juice.
What
So,
the hell? We're wearing tape to bed and now we're going for cycle therapy?
Yes, yes.
Isn't this what women do?
what do you think about red light
Oxygen.
therapy?
We're gonna do oxygen therapy where they sit you in
Should I get a red light therapy light right here in podcast, which is red light, be like the red light district?
there you go. There you go.
Excuse
Although I don't know if
me.
I don't know if I could see you in like a garter and like, crotchless panties, Eric. We might get demonetized from that.
Maybe for $100.
Check out
Yeah.
the Relatables After Dark on OnlyFans and
Yeah, that's
Patreon.
that's yeah, that's the relatables. Yeah, that's a different tier. That's a private tier.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta send me a private, message on that one.
Slide into his
Yeah, hit me in,
DMs.
yeah, I was gonna say you gotta hit me up in the DMs.
That's
So
what the kids say these days. Sliding into the DMs. For real, no cap.
I'm just a moisty boy.
Hashtag moisty boy.
I can delete that. So I saw something earlier this week. Uh, I know we have all seen the movie Hackers. I don't know if anybody else has seen the movie Hackers. Do you remember when Mr. the Plague grabs the paper from that lady when he's talking to his girlfriend and says, "I'll take care of this." Do you remember that?
That was the one when like he was something that was printed out when was that when
He
they
took
were in they were like in bed together or whatever and she picks it up?
No, they were in the office and they were talking about like the hackers, like Zero Cool and everybody kind of
Oh, the
finding
manifesto.
everything.
That's right. She was reading the manifesto, wasn't she?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. I'll send you the link. What was on that piece of paper?
Uh oh no, you know what? No, was that when they were in the board meeting or whatever and he was telling them like the most used passwords?
Before that,
Oh god, I couldn't tell you.
was that like a shopping list? The plague
I don't know
hacker.
why. I mean, was there some like canon around that?
Somebody asked, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what was on that piece of paper."
I could have sworn it was either the manifesto or the demands about the Da Vinci virus and what it would
I'll have to
do.
look to see if I can find it.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. I was like, "Ooh, I wonder what people think. Was that like, like a TPS report? Was that just, so, but yeah, I'll do that. Laxative is just an anal decongestant.
Oh, don't even get me started with that. That's gross.
Are kidney stones human pearls?
Dude, I saw what was I looking at? Something on Reddit. Some guy posted like, "Oh, I passed my kidney stone after like a couple days or whatever."
Yeah,
And like apparently, like I've never had kidney stones. I never hope to.
I
But
hear it hurts like a son of a bitch.
like, well, so like doctors give you like a strainer because they're like, "Oh, we can check it and see like what you're deficient in," because that's usually what causes like calcium or maybe
Yeah,
you've got an overload of something and it's not being passed through your kidneys and filtered out, and that's what happens. So they were saying like, so two things: the way that they look, like the guy took a picture of it and it literally looked like a stone, like a piece of rock, like a pebble, but it
yeah.
had these like jagged things coming off of it that almost looked like teeth.
You
And
imagine passing that?
well, so that's the thing is everyone said that it's not passing it out, your member that's the painful part. It's trying
Your
to pass
urethra?
it. Yeah, it's trying to pass it through the kidney into the bladder. And when it goes through the kidney, you're basically tearing it up on from the inside, and that's the painful part.
I've already pissed enough blood
Yeah, right.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I hope I never have to deal with that.
Nice, nice.
Um, let's see. I'm looking through my stuff here. So in I had a problem saying this last night to Patty Mel. Norse mythology, Thor, Vikings, all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you die in battle, you go to Valhalla, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
So in the MCU, Frigga, Odin's wife, sort of dies in battle. So, okay, she died kind of in battle with the one guy, and it wasn't Ragnarok, it was Dark World. I don't know. She dies in one of them. So she went to Valhalla, I'm assuming, because well, she died in battle. But uh in Ragnarok, when they were talking about Hela,
Yeah,
Odin dies on a cliff, not
yep.
in battle. So did he go to Valhalla, even though he's Odin?
Well, wasn't the mythology the lore that he hung himself from the tree to gain the knowledge?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Because the tree is supposed to be the basically the foundation that connects the nine realms. So your what is it? Midgard, Asgard,
Yeah.
Niflheim, all those other ones. Um, and that was like the way that they were supposed to be able to go from realm to realm. is like that's because it connected everything. And
Yeah, with the Bifrost.
yeah, and I thought at some point in the mythology, in order for him, Odin, to gain the knowledge of all the mystical powers or whatever of all the different realms and all the tree, he
I'm just
hung
talking in the
himself in the tree.
MCU,
Well,
not
yeah,
not
but
like
like, I mean, you would think they'd kind of stay in line with that because people are gonna like be like, hey, this isn't fit mythology. Granted, I
yeah.
mean, aliens from outer space doesn't really fit the mythology either, but they did
Yeah,
that
but
timeline, so
he didn't die, and he didn't die in
yeah, he
battle. But
didn't die in battle, did he?
do you think the reason um, Thanos didn't attack until after Odin died is because Odin would have mopped the floor with his ass?
Um,
And the reason Thanos sent Loki to get the Tesseract, which had is that the not the Mind Stone? It had, was it the Power Stone? Well, it had one of the stones, was because
well, the Mind
Loki
Stone
was
was what what's his face has
Vision.
Vision, yeah.
Is that what was in the Tesseract? I don't remember. The
No,
Tesseract had one of
The
them.
Tesseract was supposed to give him. Did it have one, or was it going to give him power to like to combine them or something? I thought he had to use the Tesseract for something else.
Space Stone. The Tesseract was a cube which contained the Space Stone.
Okay,
That's what it was.
okay,
Yeah. So, he used Loki to get the Tesseract because, well,
yep.
Odin, that was Odin's son. So I
You
thought
got
that was
close enough.
interesting.
Sorry, I've got the black
Uh,
lung papa.
oh, yeah, that's what I got. I got mesothelioma.
Oh God, you gotta call the lawyers and get your
hmm So I watched a thing today that showed Polar Express. Remember that the one
Oh
with
yeah,
Tom
yeah,
Hanks and
the movie,
everybody?
right?
Yes. If you freeze the train scene where he drops the wrench, they
I
kind of
honestly
pan
don't
a
think I
little to it.
remember that.
You just have to. They're in the engine room. You'd have to watch it again. Um, if you pan up a little, you see the flux capacitor.
Well,
hmm And then a little later in the movie, it shows, and there's a newspaper where all the Santas are striking to get the Lone Pine Mall constructed, or Twin
really?
Pine Mall. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to send you the link if I can find it again. So, was Doc Brown on the Polar Express as a kid? And if so, like when he hit his head, did he remember? Was like his memory wiped?
Or
Or,
what was the Back to the Future one where they turn the train into the time traveling thing? Was that the one where they go back to
oh, oh,
uh
Jules Verne,
the Wild
Jules
West?
and Verne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is he part? Is he doing the Polar Express?
Yeah, see? That's like an alternate, maybe it's like an alternate universe thing.
I was thinking he was really hiding from the Santas because he had that the flux capacitor. But yeah, did he have? Was he the conductor? That's good.
That
That
would be
is really good.
yep.
I like that. I forgot about that. Back to the Future 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
After
because
the
they're on
DeLorean.
the train,
Yeah. After the DeLorean gets crushed by the train, they come in with the yeah. I like that. Nice. Thank you for playing along.
Nice. That would be kind of cool. That'd be an interesting bit of canon.
Did I send that to Patty Melt? Because I'll
Doc
comment.
Brown is in yeah, was it Back to the Future 3? Yeah, when they take the train. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that would make sense because there's but so none of the was there actors were there like crossover between Back to the Future and Polar Express?
No, not really. It's the train from part 3. Yeah. Okay, somebody brought that up. Yeah. No, I meant to send that to you. Or it's Instagram, so you have to pardon. What the hell?
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I just sent that to you.
So the fan theory states that the Polar Express and Back to the Future exist in the same universe, and it's
Mhm.
actually they said it could likely be because
With the directors or something.
yeah, Zemeckis directed them both.
Mhm. But I mean, that flux capacitor, that's a good, that's the train from part three. He went, oh my God. Okay. Is he Santa? Is Doc Brown Santa?
Oh yeah, okay. So there's another moment where viewers can see a newspaper clipping of Santa's on strike, and one of them is holding a sign that references the Lone Pine Mall. Ah, okay.
I thought that was crazy. Yeah. Um, I'm gonna get rid of that one.
So somebody also says the conductor and the hobo, who I guess is another
Mhm.
character, are both voiced by Tom Hanks. They're Doc Brown's children.
Are they Jules and Vern?
There you go. And see,
Oh,
that's
is that what they're named in the movie?
theoretically the Polar Express could even be Doc's train at the end of Back to the Future Part 3.
X-53. Damn.
There you go.
What is
We
this little light
we
right
just came
here?
full circle.
What's that little? Oh, it's right there. Ooh. Okay. Maybe if I move over here, I won't have that. Oh no, I still got that. Better? No. We'll gangster
And
over here.
that's a good.
Um,
I like that theory. That's heavy.
yeah, that was good. You want another good one? Um, I started watching this, and there were a couple other things in the description of the video that were a little questionable, but they did bring up some good points. Do you remember watching the video footage of the nukes being tested out in like Groom Lake and all that,
Oh yeah. You
where
talking about
they
the one where the
they
car
got the
is
house
there and then the
and
car is not there?
it blows the houses away and
Yep.
all that. Well,
Yep.
there's I don't know if it's a resurgence or if it's a new thing or whatever. It's new to me. So they're saying that the nuke tests were faked because the towns, the smoke, everything just looks off. Like it's
Yeah.
miniaturized.
There was a guy. It was the guy that did the Bob Lazar movie that was on
Hmm.
Netflix for a while. It was a documentary. That guy, I can't remember his
Hmm.
name offhand. He was on Joe Rogan, and they talked about how they think they were faked or at least crafted in like a soundstage, movie soundstage, because they wanted to basically put the fear into
Into the Russians. Yeah.
Russia, China, Japan during the war. And
See,
the one thing that they said is there's in all the video footage,
the
like,
video, the cameras,
well,
the
that's the thing they
videos are
said,
all
like, yeah,
fine.
like all the cameras were fine. Now,
Mhm.
you could say, because there are some of them where they said like the people that they when they originally did the Trinity test site and they first set off the bomb that was hanging on that scaffolding that took out the little like town that they set up, basically the one in Indiana Jones when he jumps into the
Just
uh,
hide in a lead-lined
yeah. Well,
refrigerator.
so that
Only
they
for nukes, not
when the
regular.
people who actually were eyewitnesses to that, what they did is they said in order to avoid the radiation and the burns and all that crap that came from actually the explosion and the light, they basically buried a bunker underground and
Yeah.
used like a periscope type set of mirrors so they didn't like actually have to look into the explosion and everything. They were basically face the other way, away from the explosion, like 20 feet underground, and we're looking up through like mirrors, like a periscope to watch it. And they said that's how they filmed a lot of those, where the video still came through fine because they were buried underground, whatever. I get it. But in one of the videos, they show the house exploding, like where it blows away and then the like the flame comes and it like kind of kicks off like dust and then like the
Yeah,
next wave comes and the house goes away. If you view it like frame by frame, there's a frame in there where you see the car behind the house,
yeah,
and
yeah,
in the
and
next
then it's
frame, it's
gone.
not there.
Hmm.
And people are like, "Oh my
Hmm.
god, it's all faked," because it was like a model.
Well, yeah, I see that, the camera and the film not being
Yeah,
affected by radiation or just a nuclear explosion.
but see,
That's that's a
the
big thing right there because it tore houses
the
away.
the whole fucked up thing about that is okay. So when they did all those tests, and
I
I'll
mean, we had the
find
bomb,
you.
so I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'll find there's a map that shows you, and you can basically look at it in real time as it goes through the decades of
Yeah.
all the explosive, all the nuclear tests that have been done by every country, right? And U.S. like by far has the most. But they said the ones where they were testing like in the Bikini Atoll and out in the ocean,
Yeah, I was about to
they
say Bikini Bottom. I did
well,
not realize that
that's yeah,
SpongeBob is a radioactive freak.
yep, yep. Why do you think they can all talk down there?
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
they're they're but so the
And they
thing
got a
is
scroll.
when they were doing the testing out there and elsewhere, like they set up like mock fleets of ships to see what would happen.
Hmm.
They had sailors on some of those ships, and basically like the guys were there on the ships like miles away to see what would happen, and it was like they were like, oh, we're gonna watch this thing, this is gonna be awesome. They did it to test how they reacted to it, or like what happened to the ship that far away. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
exactly.
that's like fucked up because that's like human trials basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Like
I don't know, it's messed up.
everybody asks, who's the first man on the moon? Neil Armstrong, right? False. The cameraman is the first one on the moon.
Ah, actually,
If you believe it was, if you
so
believe it wasn't fake.
so what did I see? There was like God 5 6 years ago, maybe even longer than that now. There was that Apollo movie that was filmed in IMAX. Remember that whole big thing that came out?
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin said they never went to the moon too, which is
Well,
crazy.
so in that movie they actually like I believe what you want. I'm a big fan of conspiracy theory too.
Hmm.
But they said that the scene when he's coming off the ladder and he says that's one small step and all that stuff,
Yeah.
that was done after they landed, went out, planted the flag because they had to set up the camera, and then
Hmm.
said, "Now go back and do this." And Mission Control basically said, give us a line. But at that point, like they had already set foot on the moon. But
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
that's the image that everyone remembers seeing, and that's the one that's associated with
Yeah,
man's first step on the moon.
he's coming down saying that. How do we got the camera out there?
Yeah, well, that's what they said. They said actually he went out there and put it out there, and they said let's frame the shot, and get you coming off the lander, and that was what they did.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Yeah. Um, and then we watched. Patty Melt and I watched the ones who live.
Ones who
Um,
lived.
the new Rick and Michonne Walking Dead.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah.
Really, really good. But I had some questions. I have some questions regarding zombies. So, like in Zombieland,
Yep.
World War Z, they have runners. Do zombies have like unlimited cardio, or can they just run, from like here to, across the street and be like, so can they chase you the whole time?
So
You're running. Is that? I mean, that's rule number one in Zombieland is cardio.
they don't I mean, zombies are technically dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have a heart.
Mm-hmm.
So how does cardio affect them? They don't have lungs, do they?
I mean, they're human
Do
still,
they run out of
technically.
breath? I mean, if you run long enough, could you like, if you're what's his name, Blade Runner? What's that guy's name? The
Blade
the
Runner.
the guy, the freaking Olympian with the fake legs.
Oh, Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah, I mean, could he outrun zombies?
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go. I mean, all you got to
that's
do
what
is
I was
outrun
thinking.
them, right? Because like you just basically go until they run out of breath. I mean,
Yeah. Can
but but if they're
can they
already
continue
dead,
running?
did they run out of breath? Did they?
Like I'm in my car doing 70 away from him. Can he catch up to me if I run out of gas 5 miles down the road?
Well, I've seen other shows talk about runners like that, in where they say that because like they don't have, they're not alive in the sense where they feel pain. They don't have brain receptors that do all that, which is why they tell you to like cut their head off or take out their brain because it'll actually kill them.
Yeah.
But like they're saying like normally if you're running, and you run too far, you get a cramp, you tense up, whatever. Like they don't feel that. So like
I
if
mean, you're
they
running and all of a sudden the zombie's like, because he gets a leg cramp.
right,
You
like
know.
they apparently they don't do that, and they don't like if they tore their ACL, they just keep running and probably stumble along, but it wouldn't hurt them. They wouldn't feel it.
I fall and break. Yeah, should fall. So
Then they
the other
become a
part of that
crawler.
is, what about like freezing? You go to like Alaska in like January or Siberia. Can they freeze and like die, so to speak? I mean,
Uh,
Alaska is like a different cold. Siberia is like a different cold. That's like a fuck you cold. That's not like
wasn't
the
it?
shit we got here.
Wasn't it? What was that sci-fi show with the movie? With the zombies.
Z Nation.
Yeah, they go to Alaska. They go to like a military base up there at one point.
But I don't remember him having zombies up there.
Well, that's the thing is he said they don't come up there because it's too cold. They freeze.
What about Death Valley? You know what I mean?
I don't think.
It's like
I don't think
it's like
zombies.
110.
I mean, I don't think it would bother them. But like literally in Alaska or whatever, where the skin freezes after being outside for 10 minutes, like they would
Hmm.
legit freeze. But like
Yeah,
Death Valley, like like they're just gonna be hot piles of meat. I don't like what.
rotting flesh. And then mosquitoes. Let's use The Walking Dead as an example. They're in Georgia. They're in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah.
They're in the South. You're gonna tell me no mosquitoes ever bit anybody down there? So a mosquito goes, I'm a zombie, and it boop, bites me
Zombie
and
mosquito.
boop, goes around and goes to you, John, and goes boop, bites you.
Yeah, but they said I thought it was already
That's
in
tech
everybody's blood. It didn't. It didn't. It
that's
didn't
technically a
manifest until
scratch,
you. Yeah, but I thought it didn't manifest until you actually died.
but you're getting like blood to blood. So I mean, can a mosquito just boop, and then all of a sudden you're, you know?
I don't know, man. I like see because they explained that was that whole thing when they go to the CDC and he says, "Oh, everybody's already got it in their blood. It just doesn't manifest until they die or whatever."
Yeah, but some of
Like
the
we're
other
all
ones don't
already
do that.
infected, but you don't get infected and turn into a zombie.
Like Night of the Living Dead or Day of the Dead or any of those.
Yeah, but that's a different lore, different.
But could a zombie mosquito turn you into one?
Maybe. Well, so you're Resident Evil, the T virus.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how it spread. So theoretically, yeah, you could get the blood on you. What was it? 28 days later. That's how they spread with the blood. You know.
That was the monkeys, wasn't it, or the bat, or whatever it was?
Oh yeah, you're right. That was the one with Matt Damon, right? His wife. She
Yeah, his
worked.
wife
Yeah.
cheated. Yeah, yeah. In China, she was patient zero.
Yep. Yeah, because that's right. She did cheat with him and brought it home. That's
She
right.
was in China. She was in China. You watch that movie and look back at COVID. You watch
What
that
the hell
movie.
was that movie?
She was in China with a bat.
What was the name of that movie?
They socially distanced. They wore masks. That movie was a
Contagion. That's what it was. Yep.
Contagion. Yeah, that movie was a blueprint.
What was the other one I watched? It wasn't Alive. I watched it during the pandemic, which I thought was probably the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
It was a zombie movie on Netflix, and it was like a TV show that was actually on. And it's funny because they didn't talk about zombies; it was more of a pathogen.
Yeah.
Actually, that might have been the name of the show. No.
Bridgerton?
Bridgerton, what?
Was it Bridgerton?
Oh my god!
Dan's over here watching like educational and
It was the Queen's Gambit. That's right.
That's
he's
not.
watching.
Hold
You're
on,
over here watching.
hold on.
like,
I'll be
real
right back.
stuff. What's that? Well, you all right? Patty Melt dropped something, so I got to make sure she's okay. I don't think I got a lot more. I don't think I got a lot left.
Queen's Gambit. It was the Queen's
My
Gambit.
wife is so white.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. That's what it was.
What was I gonna say that my wife is so white? Well, probably playing pickleball. That was
Pickleball.
yeah.
You did that
Dan,
last
did I
week,
tell
right?
you week before? Did I tell you I played pickleball? Dan,
I don't know where he went. Did we
Bill-
drop him?
Did his wife put KT tape on his mouth?
He's got the tape on his mouth.
But yeah, we played pickleball, and that was the whitest thing I think I've ever done. I don't think I've ever done anything more
I'd like to
Caucasian.
try pickleball. Pickleball would be fun.
It was fun. It was a good time. I definitely enjoyed myself, but
Like it's
was,
become a big thing, and for
Mhm.
some reason, like I must have got on somewhere in the algorithm because I see it all over my YouTube now in the shorts. And there's this guy that like I didn't realize that there's like professional pickleball rules.
Oh
like,
yeah.
They're like how to play, and like people like actively like like you got to follow the rules type shit. Like they're hardcore into it. And there's this thing that they do where they double hit the ball, which I guess is like it's okay if it's on a volley and you're returning the ball after a bounce, you can double hit it. So what the guys are doing is they're like hitting it like on one part of the paddle, like towards the handle,
Yeah.
and putting spin on it, and then like flicking their wrist and hitting it with the actual like paddle, like the face, and like apparently like doing all these crazy tricks and shit. And I'm like who figures this out? Like, because these are all grown like adults. It's not like these are kids playing this, in college or some shit. Like everybody I see doing this is like our age playing pickleball. Like apparently it's a thing.
Because these college kids are going, you people are freaking nerds.
I don't know, man, but like I guess in Canada it's like huge, dude. They've set up like pickleball, huge. Like
land.
like there's places that legit like just open pickleball. Like you go to a batting cage here, like you go play pickleball up there, and like a huge warehouse with all these courts and dozens of people.
I'm gonna
it's a boot
mute
to
myself for a
pickleball.
minute.
You go mute yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself. I bet you Patty Melt would like it if I'd mute myself at some point.
Put some tape over your mouth. Dan will tell you how it's done. Dan, are you gonna get some face tape and tape your mouth shut?
No, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I don't know. You ask if it's like a medical thing. I've seen like so-called doctors on YouTube say that there's like some merit to it, but you know, I guess I could go on YouTube and say I'm a doctor too. You know, how am I going to prove that, right? That's the
I don't know.
weirdest shit. I don't know. It seems silly to me, but like part of me says like, yeah, give it a try. Gauges. Tell me to, oh my god. Yeah, why is it when they get their earlobes pierced and they put those like big things in there called gauges? Like I don't understand. Dan. The
That's me. That's me.
when you went on vacation and you did that blacksmith thing and you made your son's knife, how did that turn out?
Good.
I think I only saw the picture of you guys like making it.
Badass.
Is it? That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
like what they make it look like it was made out of a railroad spike, right?
Yeah, it was. It was a railroad
Nice.
spike.
That's cool. Now, did you guys do it at that big knife store, like or whatever it was, or was that
No.
somewhere else?
No, it was a shop in I don't know. It wasn't part of the knife store.
No.
Just some guy. It was in a knife store. It was a guy renting out a space,
Ah, okay.
offering the experience.
Of being a blacksmith. Now, how long does that
Yeah.
take?
I think it took like a half hour.
That's it? Why is it like I can
Yeah.
watch like you watch those knife shows or whatever the hell it is on you know, History Channel where they make the swords and shit and it takes them like 2 hours.
Yeah, well, they're making swords. We just made a little knife.
I guess that's true.
And we didn't make it pretty or anything. I mean, it's cool, but those guys are making,
Yeah,
you
like
know,
full finished shit.
LARPing swords.
Yeah. Now where was that? Where was that place at?
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg. Google
I
it.
think Patty Melt's making some more bread. Oh yeah,
Nice.
homemade bread. That's good because I got to eat. Because I think we're gonna play some Onward in a little bit.
That would be fun, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I got the
If you got it
VR
charged
charged
up,
up.
actually I gotta plug my battery in. Hold on. Yeah, we could yeah, see dude, I'm telling you, this battery, I don't know if you can see on my camera. This is what I bought. It's a set and it's got
Can't see it.
oh, you can't see, well, it's people on the
No,
video will see it.
because you're still
See, that's so weird because the video comes across as fine. I mean, if you ever watch the YouTube video, you'll see the
I
like
would
they
take a
all come
picture of
across.
everybody smile for the camera. Excuse me.
The battery itself, it comes with 2 of the battery packs, and they've got like a magnetic charge thing where like you just put it on this pad and it charges. But they're hot swappable, so the band itself gets replaced. So the headset still has a battery. The battery basically recharges the headset while it's in there.
Yeah.
So you get like 4 hours of playtime, but in the meantime, the other battery, because there's a 2-pack like this. Oh, here, I'll plug. So it's a 2-pack, and they both sit on the charging stand. While I'm playing, I'm charging the other one, or keeping it charged, you know, trickle charging it type thing. And then basically you just, I just swap it out. Like while I'm wearing the headset, I could just take it, put it on the back, and swap it out, and it's fine. It was like $80. Nice. Are you still muted? Yeah, I can't hear you, Eric. Oh, wait, there you go.
There we go. It's 89 on Amazon.
See, that's so weird. Why your shit's doing that? I wonder if that's just the.
I'm over my friend's minutes.
Did you install the Discord, or you're doing it through the web browser?
Web. No, I have the app. I think. Don't I?
Yeah, because I don't know. That's weird.
It works on my tablet.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just start bringing my tablet, but whatever.
Yup.
All right. Well, I'm kind of out of ideas here, gentlemen. So I might
Yeah. Well, it's been
bump
a
off,
hour and a
uh,
half.
and go grab some chow, and then some Dramamine, so I can play
Dramamine. Yeah.
some VR and not throw up.
Really? Okay.
And yeah, I'm at the age where I gotta take Dramamine to play video games. Just put me out to
Nice.
pasture.
I
Just
see. It hasn't bothered me. I've never had that
we were
problem.
we were when we first started playing Onward. We were in one of the buildings, and I was going up the stairs, and I went up the stairs, turned back down to look, went back like this, and I went, whoa. And then my stomach just went, and I was
So,
like, all right,
I'm gonna
shit.
tell you this. This is weird because as long as we've been playing VR, at least 5 years now since I got my headset. I think you got yours. Um,
I have mine a couple, yeah.
Ross and I used to go to that place out in Old Orchard. It was at the old Lord and Taylor store, and it was the Mass VR, and they
Yeah,
basically had it to where you could walk. Like they had a whole huge area in the store. I mean, it was like 50,000 square feet of the store where
which would
you
be
would
fun.
walk and you were in whatever virtual world you were in. And we were
Hmm.
doing this one where it was like 3 levels and it was like almost like a missile silo. And there was like a zip line, there was stairs, there was teleports. The first time Ross and I played, like you walk in there and it's weird because like you're walking, like physically walking, and you come up to stairs, and the guy even tells you that's like running the thing. He's like, just keep walking. Don't try and go up the stairs. But like it's until you've done it, you don't know. Like it's weird experience because your mind is like, I see stairs. I want to step
What I
up on a
do.
stair, and dude,
Yeah.
like everybody fell over because like you go to do it and you like there's no stair and you just like fall out. Like you like Ross took a knee and I literally like stumbled and fell over, and I was like fuck, like and then at the point where there's the zip line, the guy is like just walk off the edge. And dude, like in your brain, you're standing there and you're looking off this edge down this pit,
You're like,
and you're like, no, I can't do it. Like you have to like force yourself to do it. And it's like even though I know like I'm still on the ground, I'm not gonna get hurt, I'm not gonna fall. Like
you jump, you know?
yeah, like until you do that, like you get used to it. Like the first time after you do it, like I never had a problem walking up the ramps and the stair. Like you just literally just walk. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was so cool to experience that, but like there's another place that actually I think it's downstate. They closed. They used to have they were an old like that laser tag place we used to go to.
Yeah, photon.
Yeah, and you know how it had like multiple floors and shit like that?
Hmm.
So they basically did that in VR, and then the room was set up to match the VR world. So
Oh, that's cool.
if you're walking upstairs, there's
Yeah.
stairs. And
Oh,
like
nice.
yeah, it was weird because like I watched videos of like I never did it, but I watched videos of people doing it and like I don't know, like everything you think like you see a stair and you're like you run into it and like you'd fall over because you couldn't walk up like you would think you don't have to walk up the stair. And then
Yeah.
like once you realize like oh there's stairs, I gotta walk. Like there's a
Yeah.
hand railing, I could reach out and grab it. Like it mimicked the real. It was pretty slick. The videos I saw people playing it, I thought it was pretty
Nice.
cool. But yeah.
Dan, you gotta get an Oculus so we can get you
Oh,
playing Onward
did you
too.
do the update? Did you turn it on and do the update?
I did an update not that long ago.
Dude, make sure you turn it on. At least do the onward update because there was a huge update. So like while you're taking the Dramamine and just taking some time, it'll at least give you a minute
Yeah,
to get it
I'll get
updated.
on there and do that. Yeah, while I'm eating too, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go
So
grab something too. So
yeah.
yeah, cool.
But all right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
I'm happy to talk to you, and relatables out there. Thank you for tuning in. If you are, if not, tune in. Like,
Yeah, tune
subscribe,
in, like,
ask us
subscribe,
questions. We're here to help. We're here
or tell us how stupid we are and that we're idiots. We don't know what we're
we're
talking about.
we're
I
here to
welcome
make
that.
the world better. We're here to make the world
No,
better.
no, no. We're here for you, for your entertainment. That's what we do.
What am I, a monkey?
This is entertainment. This is not to be taken seriously. This whole show is entertainment purposes only.
Yes. Oh
We are
yeah.
not
No.
professionals. We have no idea what we're talking about.
I don't know. We've got what, like 100 episodes? I think we're professionals now. We may not
Well,
be getting
okay.
paid for it,
We
but I
could
think
be
we're
we could be
professional.
professional podcasters, but I don't claim to know shit about anything I talk about.
Oh yeah, no, I don't either. Yeah, no,
Like
no.
investment opportunities, AI, weightlifting. Well, I know nothing about any of that crap.
Yeah, I know nothing about nothing, or I
Yep.
know a lot about nothing.
Yep.
So,
Exactly.
all right, gentlemen, it's been a
Cool.
pleasure.
Yep.
So,
Thanks, guys.
thank you, Dan.
Yep.
Have a good one,
Peace.
John. See you in a bit.
Peace. Later, guys.